Alright, everybody. This is Mr. Tank. I kind of decided to do an impromptu stream today, just because why not? Just not going to be a very long stream. It's going to be a short stream. Um, for Sunken Lands, just showing off some things I did yesterday or last night on the game. I was sitting there last night. I was kind of just playing by myself, just chilling for a little bit, and I tend to get into a bit of a habit of doing things like building this big generator that I put in here last night. I was telling Korak about it. He's like, "Can you streamed it? Because it would have made great content instead of just picking up sticks and wood." I'm like, "Yeah, I probably should have." So I figured I'd do a little impromptu stream today, just for the hell of it, and show off a little bit of what I've done. So in the base, a couple days ago, I added this guy here, which needs to be refilled. It's a water pump where you don't have to have it hooked up to any kind of piping. You just hold E or whatever your action button is, and it fills up. The container holds 10 water, but you can only drink 5 out of it at a time, like just like this one here that we've had. So there's that. There is the ammo workshop that was put in. Actually put in, I believe, on the last stream. And out here, we put in a little battery charger. I put in a recycler here for recycling miscellaneous items. You got me a little project box here. Got the wood bench, the heavy machinery workbench, which both of those were put in on the last stream. Also put in the material sorter, so anytime you collect something, you just put it in here, and it basically just sorts everything where it needs to go. We got the other row of boxes. This was the barrel that was in the cooking area that I just moved in here last night. So I've got enemies off right now. So I really wanted to show you guys the new island that I tamed, or grabbed last night. And here it was called the Iron Skull Island. I only wanted it mainly because of the skull on the front of it, so you can judge all you want. A very dark personality person, so if it has anything to do with skulls or Halloween or spooky stuff, I'm all for it, even though I'm like the darkest country boy you'll ever find, even though I'm trapped in a wretched-ass city. I'm not trapped here, I just can't afford to move. So, we're gonna... Oh, I also built this boat the other day. Gotta watch out for the buoy. So, on the island, or out here, we need to go all the way over here to this bottom corner. Also unlocked these 3 islands last night, just doing some base restocking, so we're gonna go all the way out there to the far reaches of the southern part of the map. This boat tops at like 145 kilometers per hour or something like that, or 146. Oh, it went to 147, 148. Of course, OBS is going to do dumb shit. I'm about to find a different streaming service to use. So... this boat tops at like 145 kilometers per hour or something like that, or 146. Oh, it went to 147. Okay, well, I didn't check sound prior, so that sounded pretty good, so... this thing holds 20... just a little over 20 liters of fuel. So... So, You notice it was initially called the Iron Skull Base. I changed it to Tank's Iron Skull Base. It's gonna give you a quick show around of it, and back to main base, and probably end out stream there. I just wanted this to be a quick stream. I had no intentions of doing no hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. So, but I do like the way this is set up. There we go. And this right here is the reason why they call it the Iron Skull Base, because of the big iron skull on the front of it. And that's pretty much an entry point to the base right here. So, I mean, there's stuff here that can be picked up that I didn't pick up. I didn't pick up everything because, you know, we start getting into a bit of an abundance of stuff, and a lot of it's just stuff we really don't need at the moment, so it can be picked up again later. Like, we have plenty of wood. I do want food items if I can find it, or medical supplies, or fuel. Okay, you can't use that one. Also like the fact that this has got these little fireplaces here. So, it's a pretty neat setup base. There's plenty of places to hide. There's plenty of defensible area. All kinds of good stuff here. Like, some of it's respawned a little bit. Like, that didn't respawn, but oh well. Some of it has. The lockers respawn for the most part. Take the gloves and the painting, but we don't need the rest of it. We've already got that blueprint unlocked, and unfortunately the traders don't take the blueprints. Kind of sucks, but these will have food in them sometimes. Like that there. Just take it all. For now. Also got this big open island out here in the middle. I think it's just a neutral island. I found it last night too. Just been here playing around. Okay. Plenty of good places to defend the base for sure. I don't know how it's going to be when base attacks start to happen with this, because I haven't, you know, done anything with it yet. I just, you know, I just started, just put the faction flag up on it yesterday. But I'm going to try to collect what I can collect as far as food and other stuff while I'm here. Just, you know, like drinks and substance. Go ahead and take the wood. We've got an abundance of the rest of this stuff. We'll just go ahead and take it anyway. Got like 4 or 5 stories to it too, and that's, you know, really good. I found another one that's called Radio Tower Island yesterday that would be great to build another base on, but I don't want to take up too much space, because the ones I like the most, they're further away from everything else, so it'd be harder to do much with them. So, you know, I really like the fact that, you know, this one here kind of has this little bar and what looks like it could potentially be a little gaming, recreational type area. I like that. Kind of matches part of my style, you know. Fish scale, I'll take that. Take that. I don't want the rest of that. I'm sure the traders probably take it, but I really don't care about that right now. So, yeah, it's just a really cool design space, especially with this stuff here. It caught my attention pretty quickly the moment I seen the skull. But So it's the first thing I saw, and I'm like, ooh, I want this. I was chatting with Crack while he was on his live stream last night for Roadcraft, and I'm like, yeah, he's like, it's your game, do what you want. Oh, I already planned on it, but thank you. Also has these tunnels you can run through. So it's just a really cool looking base, quite honestly. So I think this was the spot yesterday where the safe was. Yeah, it was. Okay. So I don't remember how to get up to the next spot. Only came here once or twice. Once to claim the base, and then oh, here's the ladder. Okay. If it was a snake, it would have bit me earlier. I'll tell you what. Actually, yeah, we'll take that. We can still use those at the other base. I do want the fuel because of the boat. Get the wood stuff later. Need food items more specifically, and we got alcohol. We do need the alcohol bottles. So, because those can make Molotov, which are not the greatest weapon to use, but they work. So I'm not shutting them down completely. There's the ladder. This ladder comes all the way up from the very bottom. I like this little spot. It matches my personality with the skulls and the depth and all that kind of good stuff. So, which some people would think, you're crazy, Mr. Tank. You like all that kind of shit. Yes, I do. Get over it. My life. I live it my way. This one's gonna hurt. A little bit. See? Told you. That would hurt a little bit. Unfortunately, you can't take this stuff here for whatever reason. I don't know why. I tried to pick it up yesterday. Didn't want to let me. I just kind of said, alright, no worries. The blue barrels give you chemical substance, which is used for making biofuel. Here, we got more stuff, which I like. Like this here. I'll take that. Thank you. So you go up to the next area. This is nothing here. The funny thing is I set my faction flag right here. It's pretty much the highest point on the base. There's that other desolate island there. Which I explored it for a minute yesterday. I didn't find nothing on it. Oh, that hurt. Oops. Yeah, I explored it for a minute yesterday. I didn't find nothing on it, so not a big deal. Oh, armchair. We will go ahead and use that. Take that rug. Ski mask. Okay. I got 4 or 5 of these GP20s now, so we'll just go and take it anyway. Some of the clothes can be sold off to the traders, which is a good thing, right? Oh, I need food. We'll just use that. Oh, wait, no. Okay, well, can't get it all, can't get it all. Not a big deal. What can I get rid of? Use that. The rest of it can go in the fridge. Do want the chemical substance. Alright, not a big deal. I'll sort this out. So pretty much that's it for that. You can always jump down and well, not a big deal if we can't take the rest of scrap metal. I'm not too concerned. Let me take the panels. That's fine. Scrap metal, components. I ain't worried about all that because we got an abundance of it on the base. So. This next one's gonna hurt. Yep, told you it was gonna hurt. Oh, shoot. What about this room down here? Drink one of those. Alright, what we got in here? Nothing I want. Okay. We could take the rubber. Nope, not all of it. Not a big deal. It's alright, the boat's right here. We can hit the chest. Fill it all. I'll go back and get the rest of the stuff. All. Okay, let's go ahead and start picking up the wood stuff. Because no matter what, wood is always needed, and I do intend on expanding the dock and putting like garage type things around it somewhere. That way we can park our boats in a little bit safer of a spot without the monsters coming and getting it. So we'll grab as much of the wood that's here as possible. Not worried about the rest of the scrap metal. We want the fuel, so I've got an abundance of scrap metal right now, so I don't think we really need it too much. Should have been a way to get... There it is, right there. Wait, what was in here? I saw something. Oh, just the flaming barrel. There's stuff up here. Up there. Nothing else up here to grab. Around. Back out the door. Alright. Oh. That wasn't there a minute ago. I wish it would let you actually climb down the ladders instead of, you know, pretty much rappel down. Here's what this does. That's it. It does nothing more than that. It's kind of a waste out of thing there. Ooh, why did I not see this yesterday? This has goodies in it that we can definitely use at the base. All kinds of goodies. Okay, I will take it all. Wish they put a way to get through here aside from this. Oh, up. All right, We made it. We didn't die. All right. Is there anything else around this corner? Nope. Pretty much checked everything here. Make another ladder go down. Did we look in here already? Oh, yeah, there is something in here. Might as well grab it all. Okay, this stream might be a little longer than I intended. That's alright, though. As long as we're having fun, that's what matters the most. And I am always having fun when it comes to these games. I enjoy them. Ooh, that hurt. Goal is to not kill yourself, Mr. Tank. It's one of those you don't tell me what to do moments, and I'm talking to myself, basically. Oh, that came back quick. Food. Bye. Let's see. Let's go out here. Only because there is resources we can take. Take it all! See, the bad thing is they don't let you use these beds, which... That's okay. I've got the next level up bed in the main base. So... Stamina here. I like this part up here because it's like the recreational hall style thing, you know, it's just really cool looking. And, you know, you got the diner set up too. It adds to some of the coolness of it. Take the rubbers here. We already got everything out of there. Alright. Yeah, I wish I had a stream putting all the stuff in the main base yesterday, and I didn't even think about it until Crack mentioned it on it when messaging with him about it. That would have made for some good content, in my opinion. He was right about that, and I should have done it, but I didn't, so. It's not too often that Crack is wrong about anything, you know, he is a pretty smart guy, so I give credit where credit is due. If it wasn't for Crack, I probably wouldn't know half the stuff about streaming. I know he's taught me a lot. Yeah. I don't have too many other friends that stream, so yeah, about the scrap metal piles, we got enough of that now. Even though I'm gonna get scrap metal out of other things. I just wanted the base, so I don't know if I really am going to intend on using it. I just really kind of wanted the base because it's, like I said, because of the skull. So, it may sit dormant for a while. Who knows? Unless we decide to move and expand, which may happen. We never know. But pretty much back over here at the beginning. We've been through all that. Go down. I think there's one more level to go down here. Just gotta remember where it's at. That takes us. Oh, that just takes us up here to this one spot. Okay. So we're pretty much to the bottom here. There's the boat. And then tube. It's gonna hurt. Oh no, it won't. There's water there. I can land. I would love to see is there's nothing in that tube to get to, so up the ladder. Yeah, so that's everything. At least everything I'm gonna collect for now. I think that was in here already. Alright. Sort some of the similar items in together. So, I didn't really explore this island yesterday, so let's take a quick few minutes to before I head back to main base and just go through it. I think it's just a neutral island. It doesn't give you any yeah, I don't think it really gives you anything. It's just a neutral island. It'd be a nice place to build on for sure, but I mean, there's plenty of wood to grab from it for sure when you need wood, but I mean, it's kind of a trek to get wood from. I don't really see much else. Maybe some plants, but let's go over here real quick. This is the next island that I thought about because of just looks of it. It's very defensible. It's a very defensible island. There's a lot to it. It's, there's a lot to it here, so they call this Radio Island. It's level 4. The slavers are the ones who control it when enemies are turned on. But the radio tower, I guarantee, is because there's 3 big ass radio towers on it. So Got a lot of places you can defend from. When I first seen it, I'm like, is that a prison? I'm like, nope, that's a radio tower island. Like it said on the thing. So, a lot of really nice places here. This might, no, it won't hurt. There's a thing to walk down. Plenty of ore here to pick up too, which I like. So when I go to start getting more ore later, which will probably be on the next stream, next actual group stream, this is where I'll be coming to get it. Got a good amount of space here inside this building. Is that an ammo bot? Yes, it is. Like that. It's not what I thought it was. Okay. This might hurt just a little bit. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, that's got food stuff. I will take it. Here. Take that. That we need this stuff. Everything else we've pretty much got an abundance of at this point. What I really liked about this island, though, more specifically, was this building here. It's a little darker, so it might be harder to see, but it's alright. It's pretty much an enclosed building. It's defensible. You know, there's not much you really have to worry about here as far as, I mean, aside from the slavers when they're on, but, you know, it's a defensible building. So, let's see here. I do want the food items. I got enough of this. That can go away. So I do want that. What is that? Oh. Clothes that I don't really want. You know, it's pretty much a defensible island. You got basically surrounded. It's almost one way in, one way out. Nice. Yes, what's in here? Okay, we will take that. I used what I needed anyway. Where I fell earlier. It's got plenty of resources to pick up, not seemingly as much as the Iron Skull, but it's got a good amount. Let's take those. The rest of it can stay. So definitely got a good supply of stuff. So it makes for a good base. It's really defensible, like I said. Enemies can't destroy the stuff that's already here, so they can only destroy what you build. So like this, there's all these levels. You know, you got one level you could use for manufacturing, one level for cooking and living, or vice versa. You know, this big open space, plus the entrance of the island, the radio tower dish, is a perfect spot to make defenses too. So, not to mention, another thing I found is, even though it's a little dark, so it'll be a little bit harder to see. Second. It's down here in this gap. There's actually a hidden space underneath the dish here that you can get to. There's some ore down there. There's a helicopter down here. We're gonna go back out so we can stay in daylight. But there's a whole bunch of good stuff here. So for anybody that hasn't ever played the game, I definitely recommend it. It's fun. There's a lot you can do with it. You build yourself up, build your own lands. Both the islands I've showed you today outside of the main island are just great places to build from what I've seen. Put items of the same kind in. And we're going to drive back. Another island I like, which is over here, directly ahead of us. That's another good one to be on. Basically, it's one way in, one way out. I'm not going to go in it because it's a pain in the ass to get around. But the center tube going up, right there in the middle, is your entry into the base. And there's so much in that base. You know what? Why not? We'll go in and I'll show it to you. I'm just not going to collect anything because I'm pretty much full. Just hard to find your way back out. But yeah, right here is the door to get in. Go in, ladder, open up the big door. Of course, right off the bat, you got stuff you can pick up. Food items on that? No, okay, damn. Go up this ladder already. You've got wooden materials and couches you can pick up. Bedroom here. And here's more bedroom area or manufacturing or whatever you wanted to put here. Same thing for this room. These sometimes have food in them. It doesn't, but I'll take that and that. About the other things, we got 2 or 3 of these at the base now, so nobody's really using them. So I'm almost wondering if we can't start selling some of that stuff. This is a generator room that you can't do nothing with. Up here, this, if I was to get this island, this would almost be the manufacturing area up here or down there. Oh, gunpowder. I will see if I can take that because we definitely need that. Got all kinds of rooms in it. It's kind of like a maze. It's hard to get out of this place once you're in it because you kind of try to remember what room you come through. We'll come back to this in a second. But you got all these passages you can go through to get to different places. Like here, it's another small room for something. You know, got this here. Go out here, you got this here. You know, just all kinds of good places. Ooh. I don't use those because I need the food content right now. But yeah, it's just a nice base. Stairway go. It was in this room. Yep, there it is. There's so many rooms here, and this one is probably, because it's up off the ground, it's probably the most defensible base in the game. And there's just so much to it. Hey, they even got bathrooms in here if you gotta pee, you know. So. A lot of the stuff we're getting an abundance of, and I just don't want to keep adding more stuff if we really don't need it right now. Materials. Okay, that's the stairway going back down. So, let me check something here. Yeah, probably just me watching. Back over here. Also, you got this stuff. Too bad you can't use this, like this jukebox and this pop machine and the newspaper rack. That'd be cool. Let's keep going up if I can get on the stairs. Yeah, more fun places to go up here. Yeah, I never noticed this before. Huh. Interesting. I've been through this base a couple times and never seen that. Maybe if I pay attention. Up to the next level. Got more rooms to go into. Around here. Bunk beds. Bed cabinet. Is there anything in it? Go ahead and take that. And that. Gunpowder, that is gunpowder. I will take it. Then you got this big open area here. Good spot to use. Go up here. Got another big open room to use. And then another big open area out here. This would probably be where I would put solar panels and stuff if I was to use this base. But I don't have any intentions of claiming this one, so at least not right now anyway. This is just going up, and oh wait, what do we got here? No room. Shoot. Oh, hold on. I'll take that. Don't have any room for that. There's 2 more pouches that I unlocked that you can actually put extra ammo here, so we'll go alongside here at some point. I'm not worried about taking it right now though. So we're starting to get an abundance of that stuff as well. Up here, very tip top. Nice big open spot. Plus with the ammo workstation we can start making the stuff, so it makes it a little bit easier as well. Hit the stairs, hit the stairs. Down we go. Now here's the fun part. I gotta figure out the way to get back out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to main base and put stuff away, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream there. I'm gone a little longer than I intended to, so which is okay. Sometimes you do, sometimes it happens. You think, Mr. Tank, you played this game enough and you've been in the space 3 or 4 times, you would know which way you're going. You would think that. I'm not the brightest cookie in the box, so even though it looks like I'm finding my way out pretty good. This is where it's gonna hurt. Basically just rappelling down, even though I don't have any way to actually rappel. Only other problem is you can't close the door, so. Alright, where'd my boat go? So those are, so far, my 3 favorite bases. I found a nuclear reactor base yesterday, but unfortunately we haven't figured out the how to keep yourself from catching radiation poisoning yet. So, and I know there's something for it. I mean, there's pretty much got to be if you're going to be on an island that has nuclear reactors on it. Extra fuel in there. Nope. That's alright. Just gonna drive. We got enough gas to get back to the base. And surprisingly, the gas usage isn't too bad. It uses more gas on this than it does the generators at the house, so which is pretty good. So next stream, just like last stream, I intend on doing building. Try to do some fishing again on the next stream, get those swordfish. I may end up paying a visit to the power plant on the next actual group stream. Let's see. Park over here by the door. That way it's easier to unload. I don't got to keep going all the way around the base just to get supplies and everything that I've collected in the stream, so I guess you can say it's kind of a bit of a no enemies gameplay stream with some collecting and some tours. And I really like the way the main base was built too here, because it just, you know, we've got a master builder in the game, that being Korak, and you know, the guy can build for sure. That's a given. He's a damn good builder. So go ahead and put the trader stuff away. Thought I had more there. Guess not. Food stuff. The rest of it. Nope, that's it. Okay. Oh, another good thing I found. Ammo. Getting quite an abundance of ammo. So I'm going to strongly urge my other players to keep a little bit of ammo in their personal boxes. That way they have it if needed. But the other thing I do like is in the gun workshop, you just sort all the excess gun parts into it. Makes things nicer, a lot nicer. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to sell off some of these clothes because we're starting to get an abundance. This, when you repair it, is the most strongest helmet in the game, basically. Get rid of that. Just put it in there for now. I'll fix it later. Gunpowder, rubber. Glass. Ooh. Cloth is getting full. Leather doesn't seem to get used as much. Put that flare in the ammo box. Oops. Basically, no. Oh wait, I could have. We're going to show you how to use the other thing here in a minute. I almost forgot about that, and I showed it to you before I went to the beginning of the stream. So, next thing we can do, I'm just going to go ahead and hit take all items. Anything that's not categorized doesn't get sorted. So we'll hit turn on. Put all items, and it sorts it for you. So, and you just let it go through its thing there. It's pretty neat. So everything else, we'll just go ahead and take it out and put it away. Like the miscellaneous, this stuff here goes in miscellaneous. We're going to sort that too. Well, put the ski mask in here with that, just because it kind of goes with headgear. Gloves we'll put in there. Let's go ahead and throw this in here, and I'll start selling some of that off later. The extra wood, throw in here in the overflow box. Painting goes in here. Furniture goes in here. There's one other thing I meant to show you that I kind of forgot to show you, but it was another blueprint I found, and I made it because it was kind of cheap. It's down here in the maze of defenses, which I kind of like the fact that it's almost like a maze, because it makes it even harder or even easier for us to defend it. Is this thing right here, this fish tank. You're supposed to be able to do something with it, but I tried hooking it up to power yesterday, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to hook up. So, go ahead and take all the fish. Refill the tank. This is my personal delicate sea bucket. I just keep it down here so I can refill that. And then, oh wait, all this stuff starting to respawn. We'll get that later. Go ahead and 2, 4. I like keeping these down here too. Take and bait. Some more fish that we can use for food. Which, unfortunately, I put that fish box there, and it looks like the fish isn't really getting used. Take that. But that's the last addition we put up, aside from more defenses on the last stream that help out with taking on the enemies. Some of that excess wood I should have brought down here. That's correct, put all this stuff down here. That way we can, if we're fighting, we can, defend the area better when we can just respawn right there, but it's not really being used for what we intended on using it for, so. Everybody's kind of staying on the high ground. Plus, I mean, you get a good slew of enemies on this side of the base. Get a good slew of enemies over here. But the majority of the enemies, when they come in, they seem to be coming in from over here. So you get the majority of them over here. You might get some around the back, but majority of the enemies are coming in from this side, so it makes it nicer. But I mean, in the last 5 or 6 streams that we've done, I mean, we started over there on that island right there in the middle of the screen. Castaway Island's a neutral spot. That's where I started when I started the game. When I started the game, and then everybody joined me. Built a small base there. Next probably stream or 2 streams after that, I think it was episode 3, we started doing this here. You know, we got this built up. So and now that I know there's a bigger neutral island, we can use that too. So if we decide to, and I may be hosting it, but I want everybody to have their fair share of doing everything in it. So just to keep it fair and right, you know, it wouldn't be right to not do it that way. So I like making sure everything's fair for everybody. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you those little tours and just a few little new stuff that I've done. I do like to play by myself. It's just like last night, I wanted a little bit of time to myself. And, you know, Karak and I played golf with friends before he went in to Roadcraft. So if you ever get a chance to play golf with friends, play it. It's really fun, actually. Still big on games like Icarus and Subsistence, even though I haven't really played them much. Phasmophobia is another good one to play. So I always recommend checking those games out too. I did one like 30 minutes and 7 Days to Die the other day. Give that one a check out. It seems like a pretty good game. No One Survived is decent-ish. Okay, it's alright. I didn't really like it too much. Wildlands is another fun one. Lens Island's a good one. So far, the favorites for me right now are Sunken Lands, Wildlands, Phasmophobia. Those are the ones I play the most. So, and of course, golf with friends. So, check those out. I'll see you on the next stream Tuesday night. So, everybody have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe. If weather comes in, just be safe no matter what the cost. And we'll see you Tuesday night on the group stream.